What's up, famo? It's Dano back for some more. As always, guys, you know the drill, man. The socials on the screen down below. Y'all get in touch with me, get in contact with me, spit some game with me. Let's talk, be real with each other, and just even if y'all need anything, hit up the Instagram, hit up the Twitter. Let me know. Comment down below. People here to help. People here to be positive, bro. That's all we about. But links to this original video will be in the description down below. You guys can check that out, like, subscribe, do all that, support the other creators. That's one thing people hate on reactions for, because they feel like they're using other content, which we to a degree do, but it's enough shine for all of us in the game. So go also like the videos I'm putting in the descriptions, subscribe to them, comment on their stuff, let them know that the love is coming from Dano channel and it's there. But we're gonna do some more motivational stuff. We're gonna do if you don't respect Joe Rogan, watch this. I actually like Joe Rogan a lot. A lot of people got some mixed views on him, but Joe Rogan's a real one, man. He talk about a lot of real stuff. So let's do it.
Really love their life, just sit around and f off. When I sit around and f off, I don't like me. My whole life,
Facts.
I was convinced, when I was a young man, I was convinced I was a loser. Absolutely convinced. Until I started getting really good at martial arts, I never thought I was good at anything. I just had a very low self-esteem. And I was limiting myself by what I thought were other people's opinions of me. This is when I was a really young kid. And I didn't figure this out until I was like in my 30s. But I think that you absolutely can be limited by your perceptions of someone's definitions of you. But you can break through that stuff.
Can't give up.
That's what you break through with discipline. That's where you break through with hard work and concentration and focus. And that's why it's so important to have like either a discipline or an art or something that you're trying to create or something that you really.
I agree with what he's saying here, Famo. We'll let him rock out with what he's saying. But I want to go ahead and add, I've learned that one thing you got to do every day is wake up with a purpose. You ain't waking up with a purpose, you ain't got no reason to wake up. Even if it's something small, like get up, take a shower, change your bed sheets, clean your room, make something to eat, man. You got to celebrate the little celebrations, the little tasks that you're going through and all that. You got to celebrate each little win until all of them add up to a big win. And what he's saying here is like, you got to find what it is you're good at. Don't continue to do things you're not happy with. Don't continue to do things that aren't bringing you satisfaction level of feeling like you're good enough or feeling like you can make it. Do something you like and you enjoy and go 100% in it, man. And I love that. Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe Rogan.
Really focusing on, because if you don't have like a point of focus as a human, I think it's very hard to get through this life and have an appreciation for true struggle. Because our physical struggle with what our bodies are designed for, the caveman of 10,000 plus years ago, our bodies are still designed for that. That physical struggle doesn't really manifest itself when you're sitting in front of a cubicle, you know, in front of a computer in a cubicle, in this unnatural position all day. I think the whole situation
sit up straight.
Is
sit up
very
straight.
confusing for
Sit the hell up straight.
And we don't get the tests that we need in order to have what you would call personal sovereignty. So you got to impose those tests on yourself. Your life would feel better and richer if you had a goal. You chase that goal, you accomplish some things, you would get this boost of confidence, you get this boost of self-esteem.
Exactly what I just said, Famo. Exactly what I just said.
Maybe you're into making pottery or sculptures, but find whatever the that is and pursue that instead of doing nothing. Like the people that are doing nothing, doing something might be as simple as like that Alex Honnold guy. He just climbs rocks, but he's world-class rock climber. It's something.
Right.
You don't truly appreciate relaxation unless you've worked hard. And that is the yin and the yang of life.
You don't truly appreciate relaxation until you've worked hard, bro. That's real, man.
And I've said this to the point of people getting sick of it, but one of the worst decisions a man can make, I can only speak for men, obviously, is to be comfortable. I don't think you should try to be comfortable. I think what you should try to do is try to earn comfort. And if you can get a day off where you've worked hard and you've accomplished goals, that day off will be so sweet. When I work hard and I sit in front of the TV, I enjoy the shit out of it. I put my feet up, I have a nice drink.
Got the toes on the screen. That's crazy.
I'm more of a workaholic than I should be, probably. If the balance was, I probably should relax more than I do, but I never feel like I earned it. But that's part of the reason why when I do feel like I earned it, I can enjoy it. It's because more connected to the idea that I need to accomplish things.
Yeah.
And
Gotta have a purpose.
Not like for anybody else's benefit other than my own, or anybody else's approval other than my own. When I have a task, whether it's today I'm going to write 1,000 words, or 2,000 or whatever the number is. If I don't do that, I write things down. Like I'll write down a list of things that get accomplished that day. And if I don't accomplish that, I'll get.
It's a really good thing to do too, Famo. Even everybody, we got our phones. We got our phones right here. We got a notepad. We got everything, but you need to write your goals down. Write down your thoughts through the day that you feel like will benefit you in the future. Ideas, things that go this way, things that go that way, pros and cons of situations, the way you feeling in a certain time period. Write all this down, bro, so that way you can reflect back in the future and remember where you came from and what you had ideas on. I like that a lot.
It's sick. Like it'll drive me crazy if I can't fill out that list. That drives me nuts, but that's what led me to be a championship level martial artist. That's what led me to
do anything.
It's the reinforcement of those goals, like understanding that you can achieve those goals. It's going to be difficult. You're going to push through the difficulty, and then you're going to understand what difficulty truly is and how much of it is just mental, how much of it is just in your mind.
It's all up here. All of it.
To
every single bit.
Task or to struggle.
Every single bit.
And a lot of people have that. They're scared. They're scared of complications. They're scared of failure. Failure is a big one that people are afraid of. But failure is one of the most important things you could ever have.
Can't learn to win without failing.
To do things differently. One of the reasons why I think that I'm good at friendships and relationships is because I've failed at them in the past. One of the things that I'm good at comedy is because I've bombed on stage. One of the reasons why I'm good at work is because I've been a shitty worker in the past.
You got to mess up to learn, guys. You got to learn from your lessons. That's what he's saying. You can either fuck up and not learn from it, or you can mess up and go the next day and know why you messed up and never do it again.
And I know the feeling of failure, the feeling of shame, of being like a weak, non-motivated, lazy person. That's a weak feeling. It's you don't respect yourself. And I have this phrase that I use all the time to people to try to motivate people. I say that be the hero in your own movie. Pretend that if your life was a movie and your life started now, what would the hero do? What would the person that you respect do? What would the person that you admire, person that inspires you, what would they
take
do?
notes?
Well, do that. And
take
if
them
you
notes.
do that, you slowly build momentum.
Simulation.
Like today,
simulation. I say it. She
writing
down.
I started a class in yoga. I did this. I did all these things that I was saying I wasn't going to do, and now I feel momentum. And momentum is a very important point in people's lives. That's why some folks don't like to take days off, because they feel like they're losing momentum, and they sort of have to restart the wheel up again after a vacation.
I never thought about it like that.
I realized it was stupid long before, because when I was like an amateur, I would see guys that were killing, and I'd be like, him, like, why is he doing good? Like, that guy sucks, and this guy sucks, and how come he got this and he got that? And then I remember thinking, like, this is a gigantic waste of time. And I got into comedy because I'm a fan of comedy. And my concentrating on people that suck or being jealous about people that are doing well does me zero good. But instead,
that's one thing I've learned. And he said, but instead, so I feel like he's about to elaborate on what I'm gonna say. But you can either use jealousy or envy, or those emotions that you feel when you see somebody else doing well, and you can use it to hate on the next man and hold yourself in place, or you can use that as motivation to get up, maybe a better you tomorrow, so you can get to that place. Let's go, Joe. Talk to him.
People that are doing well does me zero good. But instead, if someone does well, I can be inspired,
right?
And I can get fired up by it. I mean, I figured this out in my early 20s. I was like, okay, this is I have a poor way of looking at it, because it's a
that's when I'm learning.
Because in martial arts, like, you can't be jealous of someone else's ability. You have to realize you might have to fight them someday. So by realizing that they're really good, you're forced to be objective about it, and you have to go to work. Like, you have to go, that guy's better than me, I got to get better. And you have to go to work.
Right.
There's no positive benefit in underestimating someone.
Gyms.
The one thing discipline definitely does help you with is
dropping jewels.
Helps you get things done.
Make sure we picking them up.
When you get things done, when you actually do things, you have more success.
Yeah.
If you have more success, and sometimes a big part of success is just not being lazy and just doing it.
Yeah.
Just it's like 90% of it is just showing up. Get there and start working. Like, you're not gonna feel perfect every day. If I only worked out when I felt good, I'd be a fat.
No, I think that goes with everything. Famo, he said, if I didn't work out when I didn't feel good or I felt lazy, I didn't feel it, I'd be fat. I'd be fat, bro. But he's not, because you gotta pick that shit up and do it every day. Consistency is key, and I'm seeing that right now with chasing my dream. I've always wanted to do YouTube, always wanted to pursue being an influencer, content creator, just so I can have a platform to spread positivity and motivation to other people and help somebody through a dark time. But you got to be consistent every day, and I'm learning to be consistent every day, and my channel's growing. I'm getting more views, and we're going up. So that's real, bro. Anybody can do it. You just have to be consistent and get to it.
It's a lot of days I don't want to do it. It's pretty much the same with everybody that actually gets good at something. There's got to be those days you push through, and they're probably going to be more numerous than the days you don't. And so the benefit of discipline in my eyes has always been that through discipline, I get things done. I always say that I'm like the most lazy, disciplined person I know, because I don't want to do it.
Yeah, but you gotta do it.
A bunch of people that will say,
you gotta do it.
So, it's a great idea for you to just go out there and go crazy. I have people to support. You need to listen. Stop saying that. Stop saying any of those things. Every single person who has ever done anything worthwhile or exceptional or difficult or extraordinary, anyone, whether it's great artists or authors or mathematicians or whatever it is,
Peep chat, peep famo, peep game.
There is no easy road. It does not exist. It is impossible. Everyone has issues.
Yeah, they do.
If you have time to pursue a hobby, if you have time to do anything in your life, you can better yourself. And here's one way you never better yourself: when you come up with excuses for why other people are successful and you're not. That's dangerous. When you give yourself an escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause that real quick on that again. Sorry to keep pausing, but it's just all gems, bro. This is all knowledge he's dropping off. This is all good shit, bro. This is stuff to write down, to note. But comparison is the thief of all joy. That's always been a quote I loved, because it's true. You compare yourself to the next man, you never gonna get to be the man. Fuck what he doing. You gotta do your shit and your shit only, and you gotta grind for what you want. You ain't gonna have what he has, because God wanted him to have that, and God wants you to have something different. You wouldn't be you if you was in his shoes. You wouldn't be you if you just had everything he had without working for it. That's real. That's true. Let's go.
It's dangerous when you give yourself an escape. Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. You do this, you do. And trust me, everybody has a hard road. I wanted to jump out a window several times during my young life. I wanted to jump in front of a train, just ended because it's too much pressure. Not really.
Not funny, but
theoretically.
Funny to hear Joe say it, because he's such a
he's such a depression. We all
positive person. It feels like
doubt and moments in your life where it's really difficult and you're trying to figure out what your path is going to be. It's hard as shit. But
yeah, it is.
Stefan and I were talking.
I relate to that so much right now.
That is what makes you a person, and those difficult moments are what build your character. Right. Show me a great man who's the son of a great man. That's what we're saying. These kids that are born billionaires, you're never going to be a self-made person.
Hey, Lil Baby said a lot of people get rich, but it hit different when you come from zero, famo. It hits different when you come from zero. That's why I can't wait, man. I can't wait to have that. I can't wait to be successful in my own lane. I already feel successful, not for the views, not for the clicks, not for the subscribers, but for the fact that I'm chasing what I want to do. And honestly, this is what motivates me. It's talking to you guys, because I'm chasing what I want to do, talking to real to y'all. That's what it motivates me.
Have a backup trust for your backup trust for your trust.
Let's get it, famo. Motivating me,
man.
Inspired.
The most important thing is always for all people to recognize that you're not who you were a year ago. You're not who you were 5 years ago. You're not who you were last week.
Just got to make sure you're better.
The only you have control over. So you got to regulate how much you dwell on regrets of the past. You really got to be
past is gone,
because it's good to have a little.
Past is gone, famo. Can't do anything about it.
things of professional nature or the very few regrets friendship wise, which is one thing that makes me very happy. But you know, there's life is strange. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of factors happening in life. But for sure, who I am now wouldn't ever happen if I didn't fuck up.
Bro.
If I didn't make those mistakes, I wouldn't have.
We gonna listen to what he's saying, but look at these leg kicks, Famo.
Who I am
That's
now
breaking everything.
wouldn't ever happen if I didn't fuck up.
Don't run up on
If I
Joe,
didn't make
man.
those
He'll
mistakes,
put you
I
down
wouldn't
with one
understand
shotgun
the
kick.
importance of friendship and kindness, and if I hadn't been cruel at some point in my life, or someone hadn't been cruel to me, I wouldn't understand the beauty of love. I wouldn't understand the full range of it because I hadn't felt the sting. If nobody ever punches you in the face, you don't really appreciate safety. Because a lot of people don't even understand what safety is. You pretend we're safe, but you are so not safe at any moment. You know, and
not safe, you're comfortable.
You in the face a bunch of times, and you've been in a street fight with some guy you barely knew. You got in an argument with him. There's something about regular safety that's sweeter.
Yeah,
it's more delicious. Yeah. It's more delicious. It's way better to drive your car straight after you almost lost control on a turn. You're like, wah! And then you get back straight. You're like, whoa. I'm not saying that you should go sideways.
The noise.
And then you get back straight. You're like, whoa. I'm not saying that you should go sideways around corners. But what I am saying is that there's
no, go sideways around them corners. Pull that e-brake.
And you got to fuel yourself with the fuck-ups. And most people get stuck in these patterns because they define themselves as a fuck-up. Or they define themselves as a person who doesn't follow through on their ideas. Or a person who doesn't pursue their real interests and loves. You define yourself by that. Well, you know, I guess I start things and I quit. No, you don't. No, you have started things and you quit. And it gives you a horrible sense of regret that's made you define yourself by that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
Don't. I love that, Joe. Joe Rogan's a real inspirational person, a real guy, bro. He's somebody you can listen to and get knowledge, man. I love that about him. But, bro, I'm 100% with that, man. Everybody is here for a purpose. You got a purpose for waking up. You have a reason to be here, and you got to find that reason. It's your job. I feel like my reason right now and what I wanted to be going into the future, and I want you guys to see, is helping other people to find their purpose and helping other people to be motivated to get up, get out of depression, get out of anxiety, get out of the not doing the things you want to do, get out of complacency, get the hell up and go do what you want to do, bro, because life is short, man. Life is short. Don't regret it. Do not regret it. Do not regret it. All right, Famo. I ain't got no outro. Boom.